So why do we set goals and then kind of forget about them? Have you ever done that? You set a goal, maybe it's a New Year's resolution, and then by March you were like, I forgot what that goal is. I haven't worked towards that in months. We drift far from our goals, and we do that for 3 reasons. I'm going to explain that to you in this video, and I'm going to show you how you can fight that drift. So the reason that we drift far from our goals is an acronym using the word FAR. We do 3 things when we forget our goals. We forget, that's the F in FAR, we avoid, and we rebel. So what do I mean by that? Well, we forget. Honestly, life gets busy. The world gets crazy. We might get sick. We might travel. There's a ton of reasons why we might just forget that we had a goal. Maybe we were going to work out in the morning, and then we wake up late. We have to run to work. We have to get the kids to school, and we just forget. And then we do it day after day, and we've forgotten for a whole week. And at that point, the avoid part comes in. We feel some guilt and shame that we haven't been working towards our goal, and we start kind of avoiding it. Well, I don't want to go to the gym now because I haven't been in a week, and all the people in my workout class are going to notice that I haven't been there and I'm not working towards my goal, and I feel some guilt and shame about that. So I'm just not going to go today. And after we do that for a while, that leads to our tendency to rebel. We think that was a dumb goal anyway. I don't really want to go to the gym. I don't actually like the gym. I need to figure out some different solution. But that goal, I don't think I'm going to do it. And we rebel. And that's a progression that you can probably relate to. Think about the last goal that you drifted far from. And maybe it started with forgetting a couple times. You didn't have any bad intentions. You didn't feel guilt or shame. You didn't want to avoid and rebel against the goal. You just forgot because life is busy and we have so much going on. But then as that built up, then you started avoiding the goal. And then maybe you started rebelling against it and you thought, yeah, that's just not a good idea. I'm just not going to do it anymore. And friends, I just want to encourage you. It's normal. We all do it. I'm making this video about goal setting, and I coach people on goal setting, and I do it too. So let's just start with that. It's normal and it's okay, and we can identify it, and then we can make a plan to fight it. So how do we fight our tendency to drift far from our goals? We do that with the same acronym. We use the word FAR, but instead of forgetting, we focus. And that doesn't mean we just grit it out. We use our self-control and our self-discipline and we just make it happen. No, we make it easy on ourselves, because current Kat might have a whole lot of self-discipline and a whole lot of self-control, but future Kat tomorrow morning is going to be tired, and I'm just going to want to put the pillow over my head and not even pay attention to my alarm clock. So I need to think about that, and I need to plan for her, and I need to give her grace. Our current selves need to give our future selves some grace, and we do that by focusing on our goal. And how do we do that easily? By creating a culture around that goal. So let's say I'm wanting to wake up and wanting to work out. Well, I can do that a couple of ways. I can go ahead and get my clothes set out. I wake up. Oh, I see that my clothes are set out for me. Maybe I make a plan to meet a friend at the gym. That's a fun thing to look forward to. Maybe I get a cup of coffee at the gym after I work out. That's a fun thing to look forward to. Maybe I have a special playlist that I listen to. It's going to set the environment. So I wake up, I hit play on my special playlist. I'm getting that warm up going. I'm getting my juices going. Yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get up, put those clothes on, meet my friend at the gym. We create a culture. We might put up sticky notes around the house reminding us that we're going to the gym, or whatever that goal might be. We create an environment that supports it, that makes it easy to do it, that makes it easy to follow through, that reminds us that we want to do it. Because like I said, sometimes we just forget. But if we have a sticky note up, if we have an alarm set, if we're meeting friends and we have accountability, that helps us to focus. So we're not relying on our self-discipline. We're not relying on our willpower, because those are fleeting. So how can my current self make it easy and give grace to my future self? So instead of forgetting, we focus. And instead of avoiding, we abide. When we start to feel that guilt and shame that we haven't been pursuing the goal that we set, instead of just feeling down on ourselves and then avoiding that goal, we just take a minute And we pray and we say, God, I feel like this is a goal that you wanted me to pursue. And I'm struggling right now. I'm feeling some guilt and some shame. Will you help me to change my perspective, to remember that guilt isn't a place that I need to hang out? It's just kind of like a nudge that, hey, maybe I'm not doing the thing that I said I would do. And will you help me give myself the grace to keep going? So say a prayer. Just take a moment, take a deep breath, and abide. And remember that it's not about our success or our failure. It's just about choosing what we're going to do in this moment, at this time, and how we're going to move forward. We abide and we choose our goal. Maybe that involves journaling, writing down, okay, why was it that I was pursuing this goal? What are some ways that I can help myself focus? And instead of thinking about what we haven't done, we can think about what we can do to make it easier. The next one is we tend to rebel because of that shame and anger and frustration that we're not doing the thing that we wanted to do and we're not making progress again on this goal. And instead, we need to respect. Okay, I committed to this goal. I'm just going to do it. Instead of giving in to that shame and anger and frustration and saying, never mind, I don't want to do it anyway. I'm going to say, wait. I'm going to respect the decision that I made. How can I move forward? I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to find a friend to help me. I'm going to hire a coach to help me. I'm going to purchase a resource that I need that will help me. I'm going to set aside time in my schedule. I'm going to create an environment that will help me. We respect that goal. And we remember, is this a goal that I really meant to set? Maybe we can respect that goal by saying, maybe it wasn't actually the right goal, but we don't rebel against the goal just because we haven't done it. But we can respect our decision to make that goal by praying through whether or not this was a goal that was good for us to set. And some questions that you can ask yourself is this a goal that's possible for someone? Because in that rebellious moment, we might be thinking, yeah, that was a dumb goal. I can't reach this anyway. Nobody can reach this. So we can ask ourselves a series of questions. Is this goal possible for someone to reach? Yes, probably so. Is it possible for me to reach? Maybe you answer that question for yourself for that goal. And then the next question is it possible in this season? Because our seasons change, our situations change, and we don't always have the energy or the time to pursue different goals. And honestly, ask yourself these questions and then submit it to God and say, God, is this a goal that I need to pursue through the hard things, or is this a goal that I need to set aside? We don't want to grit things out. We want to walk with God to follow his purposes for our lives. And sometimes that might be setting aside a goal, but we want to set it aside and respect our decision that we thought it was important instead of just rebelling against it, saying, I'm not doing it anyway, just because we're frustrated and just because we're angry. And it might be that it is a good goal for us to pursue in this season and in this situation. And so we need to brainstorm ways that we can make it easy for us to do so. So think about that goal that you've been pursuing, that maybe you've drifted from, and where are you in that process? Have you been forgetting about it? Have you been avoiding it or rebelling against it? And wherever you are, consider your opposite options. How can you focus on it? How can you abide and ask God to help you let go of the guilt or the shame that you might feel and recognize how you can keep going with that goal? And how can you respect your decision to pursue that goal? I hope that helps you. I'd love to hear your thoughts and your questions. You can share those in the comments. You can send me an email, send me a message, and I'd love to hear them and help you work through this process. And I hope that you will get far with your goals instead of far from your goals. My name is Kat Lee, and I will see you next time in the next video.